Anybody want to come before the board? You're not on the agenda?
I do.
You do?
I would like.
Yes, sir.
I don't know. Do I need to stand for this? I've never done this before,
Do
but
whatever you want, John.
I'd like to bring up a proposal to have one of your laws changed regarding backyard hens. Now, before you say no, here's what's going on. In the city, you say no hens, no, I can understand roosters and chickens and, roosters and stuff, but backyard hens, just to have a small amount of them in the backyard, fully caged, away from where you can't see them, and they're not able to get out freely. I think especially nowadays, with things going expensive, things going crazy, the economy's not going to get any better, and we better start getting ready, because if God doesn't rapture us soon, we're probably in for a pretty rough time. I mean, you see what they're doing with the poultry and with the egg prices and everything else, and I think that it's time maybe to have the laws adapted a little bit to allow maybe 6 hens, no roosters, fully caged, where they can't get out of your yard or disturb the neighbors. Maybe 20, 30 feet away from the houses, and where it doesn't disturb anybody. I think it's a good call, and I think a lot of people would agree with me. I think I had some other neighbors who wanted to come today, but couldn't make it today. But I really would like to see that changed, if you could. If we can at least adapt something, even if you have to do it on a, get a permit for how many you're going to put in your yard. Maybe you could do something like that. This way you can monitor who's putting them in, how many they're going in. I mean, is this something doable?
We'll ask our attorney to check in on that. I don't have other towns are doing it.
Yeah. There's other states that are doing it in their cities. Like, when I looked it up, because I wanted to see that it was actually illegal, against the law to do it. I saw that Rogersville, was that Missouri? Missouri, right?
Yeah.
Their cities, they have them. They have a limit of how many you can have, how far they have to be away from the house. They have to be in cage. They can't be running in the streets or running in neighbors' yards and stuff like that. But they allow it. But they allow a certain amount, and they keep it like that. So it's something to look into. But I really would like to see that changed, because I didn't know, and I was starting to I put up a chicken coop and they said, oh, you can't do that. I'm like, really? Everybody else is doing it. But I just think times have changed. And I think it's getting time to make some adjustments to some of these laws. And while I got your attention, can we get some more crosswalks? I mean, crosswalk at Walmart would be really good. I mean, people are walking now, and cars aren't even stopping to look at people who are crossing the street there, and it's really a hazard. But when it's warming up and start getting summer, more people are going to walk. So I think throw that in there while I'm at it. So I'm sorry if I went on and babbled, but
No, you're fine.
I think, like I said, I think the best way is maybe do it on a permit basis. You have to get a permit. You have to tell them how many you're going to put in there. And where you're going to keep it. And it's got to be fully caged. This way, not everybody and their neighbors are just throwing chickens out there.
Where do you live, sir?
I'm across from Cherokee. I'm on that corner house right before you go to the Valley Church over there in Jones. And my backyard, I put in a coop there. Somebody said, oh, you can't do that. I said, oh, nothing's in it yet, but it's kind of sad. So I will wait for your thing on that, but I really think it's time for things to change. I mean, these rules have been here for forever, and times aren't the same as they were back then.
Well, like I said, I like to have Kevin check on it and see what some other cities or states are doing. And, if it's time to change, maybe we need to.
I sure appreciate
I don't know
that.
what, I don't have any chickens, I like to eat them, of course.
Well, yeah, but nobody has them, they're not gonna eat them.
Yeah, what kind of conditions that was like? We're gonna keep it clean out.
Well, definitely, it has to be cleaned, and if it causes a problem, then, fine them, stay clean, if it stays dirty, fine 'em. And put that in the permit, you have to keep it clean. If it becomes a smell or a disturbance, you get noticed, and then don't get it cleaned up, you get fined. I mean, you can put rules to it, there's nothing stopping you to put rules to it, but just to say no, especially in these days, it just seems,
Well, we'll look into it.
I really appreciate that.
Thank you. Thank you. Anybody else?